I got on a flight yesterday night, Mitzvah Shabbos, 12:30. A lot of Chilul Shabbos went into that plane. Preparing a plane for flying takes time. People get on a bus, Mitzvah Shabbos, on the way to the Kaisel. And there are thousands of young people in Yerushalayim that get on buses, Mitzvah Shabbos, right after Havdalah. So, well, the driver got on that bus and fueled the bus and organized whatever he needed to organize. And sometimes he left the Tachana before Tzesek Chumim. So, you know, I always see the Tevosan B'Biyofim Shel Yisrael. You know, Eged, buses don't run in Eretz Yisrael on Shabbos. But they do prepare the buses before Shabbos is out, definitely before Shittas Rabbeinu Tam. So El doesn't fly on Shabbos, but a lot of Chilul Shabbos goes into preparing planes for flight. Would that be a problem of Maser Shabbos? So, if Goyim do the Malacha, that would be somewhat of a problem. If Jews do the Malacha, then La'acherim, Maser Shabbos is Mutar Miyad. Even if the Malacha was intended for those Acherim, Yored Deyasim and Tzadik Tes, we go from one area in Halacha to another. Ein mevatlin yisrael lechatchila. Bittul barav is a very well-known concept. Miyat isu shenasar barav eter is mutar. Ein mevatlin yisrael lechatchila. People don't know. The source of this sugi is a Mishnah and Trumas, not an Isaveh Heter. Earlier source is a Mishnah and Trumas. And if a person was a mevatel yisrael lechatchila, also, bein lemevatel ubein lemi shebitel b'shviloi. If I was mevatel, is to feed others. It's also to those others. That is in Siman Tzadik Tet Siv Hey. Machlok is the Taz and Rebbe Kiva Eiger. Taz Siv Kot Yud quotes the Marshal. It is only of those people that the bittul was performed for their benefit. Al datum, they know, they agreed. They might even ask the person to be mevatel for them. But if it's against their will, then it's mutar lehem. Even though the one that was mevatel for you. But if you express dismay, and you said, I don't want you to do this, then it's mutar. Rebbe Kiva quotes the Rivash, Shuvas Rivash, Shemet Tzadik Ches, that says no. Even if the other person objects, if it was done for him, it's also. Some Achronim maintain Maser Shabbos, Bitul Isra Lechatchila, same basic rules. Because by both we find Osaloi Mutar Acherim. So would they have the same rule? The Magen Avraham Siv Kotten Beis and the Mishnah Berurah Siv Kotten Hey say Maser Shabbos is different than a mevatel Isra Lechatchila. And by Maser Shabbos, lo yikonsu elo lemi shebishol b'Shabbos. They didn't answer for anyone else, even though the malacha was performed for that someone else. One definitely could make when we're sorry. I would prefer to get on a flight 1:30 instead of 12:30. Or 2:30, I needed to rush out of the house. I keep Rabbeinu Tam. Rabbeinu Tam was 9 o'clock. By 10 to 10, I needed to be on my way. And we definitely would prefer if they would start taking care of those planes later, but it's not within our power to impose on them. So by Ein Mevatlin, that would be a machlokes Rebbe Kiva and the Taz. The Taz, quoting the Marshal, the Rabbanon, B'shas Adchak one could be makel, especially by Maser Shabbos, because according to the Mishnah Berurah, Magen Avraham, Maser Shabbos is more lenient than Ein Mevatlin. But Maser Shabbos, lo yikonsu elo es hamavashel, v'lo mi shenes vashel b'shviloi. And therefore, I think one could be makel. And that is also the opinion of Chuvas Minchas Yitzchak. So Both Reb Shimon Zalman Auerbach and the Minchas Yitzchak deal with this question of getting on buses Mitzvah Shabbos in Yerushalayim when we know that those buses were prepared. So the Minchas Yitzchak is Mekel. Reb Shimon Zalman also writes Mekel Adin Yesh Lahakal. But Reb Shimon Zalman feels this might be somewhat of a Chilul Hashem. Maybe buses are different than planes. Planes, okay, you take a bus, you could wait a half hour later. But, we can't take a plane a half hour later. There's not going to be any. What?
The Malach was done by Jews. There was no B'chtei Shiyasa issue.
Yes, but if we say this brings us back to the question of Sol Muma, whether by Muma there is B'chtei Shiyasa. So yes, by Jews basically there is no din of B'chtei Shiyasa. They're going to do it even if from people don't get on those planes, probably. They have their Seder, and so this is not defined as Lifnei Yever when it's not Krei Avred Nahar. And so,
would the Rav suggest that you actively look for a non-Jewish choice between airlines?
I think the people preparing the planes and all airlines, after all, Israel, many of them are non-Jews. Most of them would be Jews. No difference.
We go by the road?
Yeah, and another Svara Lahokal would be, based on what we said before, most of the malachas performed in preparing a plane for flight are not b'gufa dover. It's not like mevashel. It's not like adlokas aner. They clean the plane. The plane is not changed. They fuel the plane, which is not a tikkun b'gufa dover. Sometimes they need to do repairs, and repairs would be somewhat more similar. But most of the times they don't need to do repairs. They need to fuel the plane and they need to clean the plane. Those are basically the fundamentals.